Hello everyone and welcome to the 11.4 patch notes. So let's jump directly into it. We start with Amumu. His base health is increased, his E base damage is increased later on. So what we see is that Amumu got whole 2 HP and his base damage on Tantrum in E is increased later on from 75 to 155, 75, 175. Will it change something? No. Amumu will be in the same position. He can be played in low elo, or where the people have no sense of coordination, or where the jungler will never invade, or the support will never follow the jungler, so this will not change nothing. But now, add a cooldown decreased. So his Glacial Fissure from 140 to 100 to 120 to 80. These are amazing changes. Seeing so much poke comms lately, and so much teams playing squishy champions, Braum will exceed in situations like this. And with 80 seconds cooldown and with some haste, this is actually going to be an amazing buff for Braum. I'm really happy to see him back in bot lane. Caitlyn, base damage growth and attack speed growth increased. The numbers from 3.3 to 3.8 for damage growth and 3.5 to 4% for attack speed. In my opinion, it's nice to see changes on Caitlyn. In any case, will it change something? No. I think her kit is right now not good enough for the game, and I don't understand why they didn't put 4.0 to make it a round number, but who will know? So I think these are just useless changes. Camille W cooldown increased. So tactical sweep cooldown from 15 to 9 is changed to 17 to 11. They want to tune her a bit down, but I think this is not the right way to do it. Camille will be super strong in top lane, a huge menace, and the tactical sweep just means that you have one less trade, two less trades in lane, so it will not change huge of a thing. Fiora, passive mark damage increased. So the mark damage from 2.5% to 3, and from 4.5% per 100 AD to 5.5 per 100 AD. These are actually amazing buffs. I love Fiora. I love to see her more in top lane, in pro play, in solo queue. The thing is that right now Fiora's itemization is bad because the mythics are bad. Because you don't need attack speed if you go Triforce. Core Drinker got nerfed. Can she build Lethality? Can she go Eclipse? I'm not actually sure. I saw some Stride Breaker plays, but I think that these are nice buffs for Fiora, and if she ever finds the right mythical item, she's gonna be really amazing. Jinx, base health increased. So they put Jinx 60 health back. Will it help her? Yes, it's quite a nice buff. It's actually one more out. She can tank one more auto attack in the level 1, level 2, level 3 trades in the early game. But I think the games are not going long enough for Jinx to be impacting the game. So no big changes, but I like the Jinx buff. I like Jinx. Kai'Sa, Q damage per missile, maximum single target damage, and maximum zero target damage decreased. So the base damage per missile is from 45 to 110 to 40 to 100. 101.25 per missing target base damage to 90, and from 247.5 to 225. And of course we have the max evolved single target base damage from 180, 168 to 420 to 150 to 375. The nerfs here are actually just huge when you evolve your Q. Will it make Kai'Sa a bad champion? No. Kai'Sa is not just strong because of her Q burst. It's her passive, it's her auto attack speed buffer, her invisibility, and her ulti. So I think it will not change nothing. Kai'Sa will still be amazing. Katarina. R on hit damage ratio now scales. Damage per knife increased. So it's from 25% to 25, 30, 35%. I don't understand this buff. Damage per knife, 16% bonus AD per 12.8% per 100% total attack speed. Deathloff's tooltip now specifies it applies on attack effects in addition to on hit effects. It will not change nothing. Katarina still stays the same. Now she can utilize Nash's Tooth better. Should she go Bodak? No. If, then go full AP, go full nuts. No on hit anymore. What got? W on hit damage effectiveness increased. That's actually really nice because its on hit damage ratio from 50 to 75%. It's really great, and I think Woodgo deserves some buff. He will sure be a menace up there. So in any case, I think that a good combination of Kraken Slayer, Titanic Hydra, and Black Cleaver will make Woodgot amazing. Also because of the bug between Titanic Hydra and Black Cleaver. Lee Sin cooldown decreased. Cooldown from 11 to 7 to 10 to 6. It's the same situation as Fiora. It's really nice to have an early game buff. It will not change a lot. Maybe you will get 1 or 2 more Qs off in the early to mid game, depending on the situation. But calculating with what will come next in the patch notes, I think that with this, Lee Sin could quickly get back in the meta. So actually the changes are welcome. So we have Renekton. Q non-champion base healing decreased later. Enchant non-champion base damage decreased later. So he's healing less from 3 to 9 to 3 to 7. And his non-champion base healing from 9 to 27 to 9 to 21. I think it will not make him a lot weaker. And it will not change why you play Renekton. You play him to bully another laner. Not the healing on the minion was actually nice, but it will not change a lot. This 4.5 to 4, this 6 to 5, these are, if you put 3 points in Q in early game, this will not change nothing. So I think the Necton will still be fine. So let's come to SAMIRA. Thank fucking God. It's an awful champion. It's just really awful to play against her, and I'm so happy that they changed some things. They changed actually a lot of things. First of all, her passive, the Daredevil Impulse. They put the bonus damage ratio from 7.5 AD to 3.5 minus 10.5% per AD. So from levels 1 to 18. That means that she's actually stronger later, but she has to scale. Will it be good later on? Will she become a hyper carry? No, she actually shouldn't be played anymore, and I will explain why. Q Flare, damage ratio from 100% to 80 to 110. Again, you max Q, great. You are now a hyper carry in late game. Blade Whirl, from 1 second to 0.75 seconds. This actually will be amazing because now every engage, every skill shot, you can time it. You can bait out the shield. You know that it's not even 1 second anymore. Now SAMIRA can eat all the shit that she deserves. Wild Rush. Ally target. SAMIRA no longer dashes through allies. SAMIRA can now dash through enemy towers, but will target champions over towers. Dash speed 1600 from 2050. This is the thing that will destroy SAMIRA. Usually, if you're in a bad trade, you get ganked. You just dash through your minions, through your support, through your any other champion on your team, and you're safe. You cannot do that anymore. That means right now, the only thing that she can do is she can engage. And because the dash speed is for 450 units slower, she will actually, it's going to be much easier to react to it. There is no more bang, poof, poof, poof. Go away, SAMIRA. It's over. Inferno Trigger. Cooldown is 3 seconds to 8 seconds. This will mean actually a lot. This will mean one thing, there is no more 2 ultis for SAMIRA in early game. late game, doesn't matter. Skarner. So they're nerfing Skarner, and his health from 601 to 580. Okay, his health grows from 90 to 85. This will not change nothing. You don't pick Skarner while he had 601 health. You don't pick Skarner because his health growth is 90 to 85. You pick Skarner so that everybody in your enemy's team is fucking scared, yeah? Because you will come, you will flash on them, you will press R, and you will do your job. So this will make no changes. Sodaka. Q movement speed increased, W base heal increased. So her movement speed on Q is from 15 to 25% to 20 to 30%. Actually nice. And her base heal from 90 to 230 to 100 to 240. So will it make her viable? I don't think so. But is it a nice change? Yes. Yes. Will this make her stronger in top lane? Yes. Can we see top lane Slack again? Yes. Especially because, in my opinion, with the new jungle changes, we can see much more of carry junglers, early game junglers, and then it's nice to have a Sodaka top. Talon. Cooldown now scales, bonus damage ratio increase. They gave a buff to Katarina, why not give one to Talon? His cooldown is from 9 seconds, from 9 to 7, and his base damage ratio 4080 to 5580. That's actually really, really nice. If you're in a lane where you get poked or you need wave clear, actually maxing your W is an amazing solution, and I think these are welcome buffs to Talon. Tryndamere. So this buff is pretty problematic, and I mean I don't know how to explain it, but it's fucking RNG. Like that's Trinda. Trinda that Mare's been weak in lane, so we're bringing our furious fellows base AD up to help him out. Weak in lane. Yeah, he's weak in lane, but then he stays in top lane. He put a fucking sticker on his minimap when he turns on the PC, every fucking Tryndamere player, and just slashes down through lane. And with these 3 more AD, it's not just 3 more AD, it's 5 more AD, 6 more AD, because he will get a crits. He will get a crits, he will get a RNG. It's even more dangerous now. I think it was completely unnecessary, the Tryndamere buffs. Vados. I forgot that he exists. W empowered bonus damage based on Q channel time is increased. I mean, they increase his Q pretty much from 0 to 50 to 0 to 80 based on channel time. And the max health is from 9 to 21% to 10.8 to 25%. I mean, they could round out the numbers. Like, I'm sad, I don't understand this. But this is not a viable Vados change. Not even for lethality Vados, and it's a huge cooldown on W. If you use it wrong at the start of the team fight or in a trade, you can forget about it for some time. So unnecessary changes, I don't know why they even bother. They either have to make Vados an AD carry and make his W his passive and give him a new ability, or just forget about that shit. Veigar. Q cost decreased. Air cooldown decreased later. Yeah, great. Now Veigar will bomb us all. So his cost from 40 to 60 to 30 to 50. Huge. His cooldown from 120 to 80 to 120 to 60. So now Veigar is simple like Kassadin, level 16 win condition. He never had mana problems in lane, but these costs on Q are just bullshit. So I think this is over-tuning him a bit, and he will see some play again, and you should abuse him when you have time. Items. Ginzo's Rageblade has fallen behind crit itemization for a bunch of champions who historically had more choice here, giving it a slight bump so it can be more meaningful consideration. Crit items are shit, and of course it will fall behind, but I mean, these are huge Senna buffs. I love them. I love Senna. I think everybody should abuse Senna. Senna is best, but 5% attack speed more is actually huge. I like the buff. Moonstone Renewer. Starlit Grace ally health 70 to 100 to 50 to 100. Will Moonstone Renewal still be strong? Yes. Will this change something? Maybe a bit the early game, but not too much. Grief Wounds. Yeah, everybody has to buy that items. It has to be the first component of Grief's Wounds has to be the second buy for every champion in this game right now. Against every champion in this game right now. So I'm actually happy that they're buffing it. 10 more ability power and Modelonomical. That's amazing. So now you have actually a reason to finish the item second with your mythic. Mortal Reminder, 5 more AD. Actually, really amazing because a friend asked me a couple of days ago, did you ever saw anybody build Mortal Reminder? Yes, I saw build Mortal Reminder, but I don't understand why we have Champa Chainsword in the game at all when the components are terrible. I don't know, it gives now 100 more health, so it's actually really nice. But we will see the results. Mage items. So, Cosmic Drive. Cosmic Drive no longer grants bonus movement speed when dealing ability damage. So now new. If you have at least 160 ability power, gain 20 ability haste and 10 to 30 movement speed based on level. Ability haste 30 to 20. Cosmic Drive, it's going to be really amazing. In my opinion, Cosmic Drive will be the third best AP item in the game, or fourth, but it's actually something you have to think about. Why they put the 160 ability power so the tanks cannot abuse it? You have 160 ability power gain as a minimum to activate the item because every tank would build it. It has a good build path, it has actually amazing stats. So I'm happy to see Cosmic Drive in more champions, in AP Assassins, Mordekaiser, AP Mages, Control Mages. Actually, an amazing thing. I think it's great change. Everfrost. They changed the building path. Okay. With Kindle Gem and 450 gold. It has more health. His glacial damage is still shit. And cast time is 0.15 seconds. It's still shit. Now, I mean, the only time you see Everfrost is when Zoe picks it up in a bubble. And that's it. Okay. So we have the jungle changes now. The jungle changes are actually huge. First of all, every single small camp will give you less experience and less gold, and it's harder to kill it. The Gromp, Large Crack, Small Crack, Crimson Raptor. You will get 85, 32, and 35 gold. They didn't change the golems because not even the jungle cares about the golems. What this means? This means one thing. It's time for junglers to stop power farming and start focusing on ganks. Level 2 gank, level 3 gank, level 4 gank, level 6, level 5, doesn't matter. Go in, help your laners, because it's much better to take some experience and gold from the minions in the lane than to stay in your jungle. This will show a rise of early game junglers. That's why I mentioned that Lee Sin got passively buffed here also. We will see what this is gonna bring, but I think that that buff Jarvan, that buff Xin Zhao, level 2 gank, it's gonna be an amazing thing. So watch for it, and yeah, jungle is it's doomed. So we have more healing. Updates now. Now the shop is changed, Clash, and that was it. That was it for today's patch notes. I hope you liked the video. Follow the patch notes. Play Fiora, play Jinx, play Veigar. Enjoy your time. Bye.